City, Utah. Tonight is the night. No more excuses. Some of us, we live our entire lives without getting a second chance. By the grace of God, I've been handed a second opportunity. I never claimed to be the biggest. I never claimed to be the baddest. I never claimed to be the boldest. But what I do claim is to have the biggest heart. My heart and soul is in this company. My heart and soul is with you, the devoted. And tonight, Tom Chad, tonight you're gonna learn real quick that Manny Lemons is the man, the brand, the king of the lemonade stand. And this is the house that Manny Lemons built. You are a visitor. And tonight I take the damn house back.
Sunday morning in Salt Lake City can only mean one thing: wrestling at the Gateway. Hello folks, Lauren Gardner here, the Cicerone, and welcome to Devotion Championship Wrestling. On this episode, after nearly 2 months of backroom brawls and ambushes, Marlon Bishop and Filter will meet together tete-a-tete inside the squared circle. And in our main event, a match with almost as much backstory as Frank Herbert's Dune, Tom Chad defends the DCW title against the former champion Manny Lemons. But first, a look at the history behind this I Quit match between Filter and Marlon Bishop. Marlon Bishop, after putting Manny Lemons on the injured reserve list, was poised as the #1 contender for the highest prize in Devotion Championship Wrestling. In the early beginnings of the match, Tom Chad treated Marlon Bishop as a benign threat. However, the Enforcer was quick to show the champion that he was serious. Deadly serious. Employing the Bishop's Cross, the Enforcer was seemingly moments away from being crowned the DCW champion. But when Filter knocked out the referee and made his presence known, it was now Marlon Bishop's turn to underestimate the grievous threat that stood before him. 2 weeks later, in a no disqualification match for the Core Championship, after taking out Brother Smith and Tombstone Jesus, it was Filter who seemed to be a sure bet for the Core Championship. But due to a Bishop's Cross, Filter's high ambitions came crashing down. Just 2 weeks ago, as the amplitude of this swinging pendulum waned, Filter sought retribution, jumping Marlon Bishop in the Gateway parking lot. And ultimately, at the end of last week's episode, the two began fighting in the locker room, spilling out into the Gateway, coming to an end with Marlon Bishop's minatory warning to Filter: stay down.
Marlon Bishop, the guy who mixed it up with the best athletes in the world, on the greatest stage in the world. The money, the glory, superstar. You know what I was doing the exact same time, superstar? I was fighting for my life, bro. Every single day. I was banging because my homies were the only ones that had my back. My pops was gone. My mom, she was on drugs. In and out of jail more times than I can count. Tonight? You think I'm worried about tonight? I hope you save your NFL money, bruh. Because you're gonna need them for those hospital bills after what I do to you, superstar.
What up, though? So let me get this right. I'm supposed to feel bad because I earned my way to the NFL. Huh? I'm supposed to feel bad because I made and blew millions of dollars? I'm supposed to feel bad because you've been in and out of jail with your troubled life. Come on, man. You're not gonna get 1 damn ounce of sympathy from me. Here's why, young fella. What you need to do is take some responsibility for yourself. Man up. Man up in a big way. Because if you don't, you'll find yourself always in a boy's place. What you need to learn, and this is a hard lesson that I'll be grateful to teach you tonight in our I Quit match. See, I asked for the I Quit match because men don't quit. Young Filter, boys do. I'll see you soon.
opening contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Greeley, Colorado, weighing in at 337 pounds, Filter! This man has run through the DCW locker room like an out-of-control Caterpillar D10, leaving nothing but carnage in his wake. Delivering words to whom I can only imagine is one person right now. And his opponent, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Enforcer, Marlon Bishop! As we caught up with both of these competitors earlier today, it was interesting to see both of them take things very personally in their messages for each other. Learning about the past of Marlon Bishop as a carefree playboy in the professional athlete world and the troubled youth that has haunted, or at least followed, Filter as he's moved into professional wrestling. Marlon, who definitely one to pay service to the fans, not even looking into the camera tonight. He is hyper-focused on the task at hand. And Filter likewise has not taken his eyes off of Marlon Bishop, both locked in visual combat, apparently, as Marlon steps into the ring. And right off the bat, it's all systems go as Filter puts down Marlon to his back with a stiff boot and a running senton. And Filter looking to, no, not go for a pin, but instead lay, oh, look at that. You can stiff, hard forearms right to the side of the face of Marlon Bishop. Marlon visibly stunned from the onslaught delivered by Filter. Prior to the bell even ringing, outside they go, and Marlon with a right cross to the side of the head and a hammer strike to the back of Filter. Filter now reversing a whip and tosses Marlon Bishop right into the wall. Our junior official, Eli, checking on Marlon Bishop to see if he quits. No verbal confirmation yet. But so far, it has been all things Filter in the early seconds of this match. Bouncing Marlon's head right off the apron, the second hardest part of the ring. Goes for a second. Once, twice, three times, four times, just repeatedly bouncing Marlon's forehead off of the outer frame of the ring, telling the official to ask him. No verbal confirmation of secession from Marlon Bishop. Filter, however, taking this opportunity to put Marlon into a rope crucifix, and oh my gosh! Reverberating throughout the ring, no doubt stinging the hands of Filter, but to be on the receiving end of such a strike. Oh, goodness sakes. A strike like that one tends to worry about arrhythmia. Not finished. Oh, but Marlon Bishop with a quick reversal, delivering a chop of his own into the heart of Filter. This giving Marlon Bishop a chance to gain and recalibrate his bearings. Bishop stepping back into the combat box around Filter, eyeing the man down. The crowd behind him scoops up Filter. Oh, no, no. Oh, you could hear the thud made by Filter's spine impacting onto the ground here at the DCW arena. Again, no secession from Filter. Marlon Bishop steps back into the ring. I mean, if this was a match, if this is a war of attrition, I would want to keep it in the ring as much as possible. Filter Meanwhile, Filter struggling to maintain Super Pedes off the ropes, and Marlon is met with a right cross from Filter, who is now strongly upon 2 feet, climbing onto the apron. Marlon Bishop seemingly rocked from the fist of Filter, continuing unrelenting with hammer fists. Marlon returns with a knee to the guts of Filter. The two staring each other down. Filter winning that heat of this demolition derby of dueling dynamos. Marlon Bishop still in this bout, refusing to quit. Slow but sturdy is Filter as he stands to his feet, honing in on his target. And this is it, folks. Is he gonna do it? No, I thought we were going to see the F-bomb from Filter, but instead, a couple of bunted lariats. Off the ropes goes Marlon Bishop, but countered, and a devastating spine buster delivered to Marlon Bishop, still refusing to admit defeat at this point. As the sign says from our fan, yes, this is awesome. A match that is already foreseeably in the best of 2020. Onto the turnbuckle, to the top rope now. Filter lasering in like a high-yield bomb. Bishop able to get out of the way, and Filter feeling the full effects of his missed target. Our junior official Eli confirming that Filter does not quit, and on goes the melee of these two titans. And this match has been nothing more than a high stakes of economic tit for tat, both competitors seemingly able to dish out in response to every single delivery. Bishop delivering his anticipatory calling card of bringing this match to a close. We have seen Bishop put away Filter with the Bishop's Cross in the past, but no! Instead, Filter setting up the F-bomb. Could this be it for Marlon Bishop? Bishop works it into a variant Buffalo Sleeper. The referee asking Filter if he quits. No secession at this point. Asking again, but no. Asking again, our official, referee Eli is right there. He will have no choice but to call this match if Filter goes out. Look at Marlon's face. Filter unresponsive, and that's it, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Marlon Bishop!
Marlon able to withstand the barrage and bombardment brought on by Filter. Filter, who is yet to come to. Referee Eli checking on him. The DCW fans here extremely appreciative of the bout that we were just witness to. Marlon Bishop, this just goes to show the stand-up character that Marlon Bishop, at the end of the day, he's a fighter, but he also cares. Checking on Filter, no doubt in my mind, after that match, has the utmost respect for his Colorado combatant. Filter coming to. Those who have ever experienced unconsciousness like that, coming to is a very disorienting state of being, but Filter, realizing what has happened, steps to Marlon Bishop. Marlon extending a hand, no doubt, appreciating the competitive nature displayed by Filter. Taking his hand, there you go. Marlon Bishop going to give a congratulatory raise of the hand, but Filter not having it. Marlon happy with, oh no, Filter reneges on the handshake. Now set into his F-bomb and delivers. Filter obviously not happy with the outcome of this bout. And at the end of the day, asks the question, Who's walking out of here? You know, we've seen this in the past. We saw when Filter could have, when he first challenged Tombstone Jesus for the core championship, when he could have taken the championship, but instead opted to make a statement. And again, reverberating throughout the DCW arena here at the Gateway, Filter doesn't care. Filter is here to make a point, he's here to make a statement, and he's done that today. Don't go anywhere, folks. Still to come, our main event for the DCW Heavyweight Championship.
Collar and Elbow was founded on the traditional values of professional wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product intended to connect with people on an emotional level. A symbiotic relationship where one cannot flourish without the other. We strive to create a product that embodies our passion for professional wrestling expressed through street fashion. This is our company. This is our brand. For all of us who love wrestling, it belongs to us.
DCW presents Pains Giving. Gorge yourself at a live TV taping. See more suffering than dinner with your in-laws. But don't wait to get tickets, because seating to this private event is limited. The first match starts at 7 p.m. and the doors open at 6. Way better than Grandma's cranberry sauce, this is a DCW tradition you won't want to miss. November 14th at the Gateway, Pains Giving.
Just what you cheese lovers have been hankering for. Tireless research, of course, is responsible for the goodness of the two ingredients. Let them work their speed magic in your kitchen. 2 boxes for 1 single red point. Just what you cheese lovers have been hankering for.
Manny, I've been hearing you. I'm happy you're healthy. I'm happy you're confident. You come out here talking about your heart. So happy for you, Tin Man. I don't give a damn about your heart, Manny. Look at me, and then look at you. Look at me again. I am twice the man you are, Manny. And your heart's gonna have nothing to do with it. What's your heart gonna do when your head's telling you to quit, huh? What you gonna be able to do then when you got no more drive in you? Your heart gonna take over? One more thing, keep that hoochie ass wife of yours out of the ring, because not even a towel is gonna be able to save you. Plus, Manny, if she gets in the ring, she may go home with twice the man, baby. And she's not gonna like it, Manny. She's gonna love it.
The following contest is set for one fall. And is for the Devotion Championship Wrestling Championship. Your referee in charge, senior official Dewey Larson.
Welcome back to our main event.
Introducing first, the challenger to my right, picked from high atop the tallest tree in the Lemon Grove. He is the man, the brand, the king of the lemonade stand, Manny Lemon!
More heart than anyone on the roster, no doubt in my mind.
And his opponent to my left, weighing in at 320 pounds, from the back of the icebox, serving up high caliber matches, he is the reigning and defending Devotion Championship Wrestling Champion, the Ice Cream Man, pineapple clad Tom Chad.
A far cry from the fan favorite, fun-loving friend of Manny Lemons that was Tom Chad just a few short months ago. As our ring announcer already introduced, the official for this match is referee Dewey Larson, the commandant of officials here at Devotion Championship Wrestling. I've said it once, I've said it before, we couldn't be in possibly better hands. The bell is sounded and Manny Lemons attacks from the starting gate. An extremely intelligent stratagem here employed by Manny Lemons. He definitely will have the stamina and speed advantage in this bout, whereas the strength advantage will come from Tom Chad. But the faster pace that Manny Lemons can keep this match going, the more that the pendulum will swing into his favor. Manny now taking Tom Chad on a full tour of the ring posts, and a Nature Boy inspired chop delivered to Tom Chad as a thank you for choosing Lemons Travel for all your vacationing needs. Tom Chad scouts that second splash, able to get out of the way, and now it's his turn to put boots into the midsection of Manny Lemons, chopping down the king of the lemonade stand. Commandant of officials Dewey Larson trying to administer a 5 count, but Tom Chad bending the rules to the full extent. Dewey Larson letting Tom Chad know that that is not going to stand, not in a championship bout, but the effects have already been felt by Lemons, and Chad now doing what he does best, a master in singular power strikes. Manny Lemons literally on the ropes, dazed, and in a very vulnerable position. The champion clearly in control right now, setting up Lemons for an inverted leg drop bulldog. Decides that's enough for a cover without putting forth much effort. Manny Lemons able to kick out, but Chad now unbuckling the back support belt around Lemons' waist. Referee Dewey Larson letting the champion know that that's not gonna fly. And with a boot to the guts, Lemons falls out to the ground. Folks, I apologize. That's language never befitting of any sort of leader, let alone the representative of the most prestigious honor, the most prestigious title here in Utah professional wrestling. Almost as if doubling down on this bet, the antagonization from the champion has only furthered the support from the fans. Lemons reversing the whip into the ring post. Tom Chad clearly hitting his head right on the metal ring post. Lemons bringing the champion back, plants his forehead squarely into the apron, trying to continue this momentum. Tom Chad blocks. And it's Lemons' turn now to get acquainted personally with the ring post. Referee Dewey Larson having no choice but to continue the 10 count for Manny being out. Let's look at the replay right there. Clearly seeing Lemons with his bell rung. Coming up on a 5 count. Manny barely stirring, but the devoted faithful have yet to give up on this former champion. Up to 8, Manny has got to do something if he's going to stay in this game. There he goes, makes it in, breaking the count. Now, if the damage has not been done to Manny, this is where he can shine. This is where his stamina will definitely outweigh that of Tom Chad, one of the only things that ever could. And yes, with that collegiate football background, Manny puts down Tom Chad twice in a row. Manny Lemons puts him up into a fireman carry backdrop, hooks the leg, 2. Tom Chad still able to kick out. Both competitors extremely exhausted. Tom Chad, no doubt, from the physical exertion, and for anyone that has suffered a blow to the head, the nausea that follows, there is just nothing that makes you want to continue. Here it is, that big fireman carry backdrop from Lemons. Up to a 6 count. A count out on either side of this would result in Tom Chad retaining the DCW Heavyweight Championship. Pushing Lemons off the rope on the rebound, delivering a double choke pop-up sit-out powerbomb. Could this be it? Lemons gets out at 2 7/8. Extremely close there. But it all comes down to heart. It all comes down to what Manny Lemons talked about at the top of this episode, and to which Tom Chad made fun of. Tom Chad thought to be a weakness for Manny Lemons, but yet no matter Chad using the biggest guns in his arsenal of weapons. The heart that Lemons has shown has kept him in the game. It has kept him viable, and it is proving to be much more difficult than Chad had ever anticipated. And speaking of biggest guns in the arsenal, Manny Lemons biting into the sour to get the power. Oh, and out of the referee's purview, to the delight of the devoted faithful, Manny Lemons with a lemon power-up, putting Chad into the fireman carry, slamming him down, and a modified jackknife pin. That's it, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new Devotion Championship Wrestling Champion, Manny
On August 2nd, Manny Lemons lost the DCW Championship to Sam Adonis. Now, 91 days later, Manny Lemons has been crowned a two-time Devotion Championship Wrestling heavyweight title holder. Listen to the adoration, the happiness, the sheer joy from the devoted faithful. Tom Chad finally realizing that he is no longer champ. With an outstretched hand, Manny Lemons looks to bury the heat between them, but Tom Chad, proving what most of us have known all along, despite his size, he is not the bigger man. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm Lauren Gardner. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Wrestling at the Gateway, and until next time, stay devoted.
Now I will kill you.